Oh. Based on a game by K-Labs. Okay, interesting. Oh no, not torture. Oh no, no. Hello fellow anime geeks, and welcome to another first impression video in my coverage of 2020 fall, and yet another video on my journey to try absolutely everything that I can. As usual, I'll be organizing my first impressions by answering these 4 questions, and today I'm talking about a surprising game adaptation, Magatsu Wahrheit Zuerst. Golly, I hope I pronounced that correctly. The mal tags are action, magic, and fantasy, and yes, it is all of those things, but I would also like to add that this is pretty dark. I was surprised that this is a game adaptation because the world is dark, there's a clear narrative, all of the character backstories are fleshed out, and there's proper exposition and development. This is a legitimate dark action fantasy. Now, like another game adaptation this season, King's Raid, there is a lot of crud going on, and it's being told through multiple points of view. There's monsters, a creep-like disease in the land, zombies, magicians, a corrupt government and usurpation, civil unrest, a noble class system, a rebel faction, secret human experimentation. And yet everything does seem to fit in within this world's systems and history, almost like they're natural consequences to the events of this world. I was really curious about the title, so I did a little bit of Googling and things made a lot more sense afterwards. Apparently Magatsu is a name, a proper noun, with the meaning calamity, and it's also the nickname of what I think is the mascot for this franchise. Wahrheit apparently means truth, so I imagine that the plot line for the game is about finding out some sort of secret of the world. The anime addition to the title, Zuerst, means something like at first. So I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, people who have actually played the game, but I think that what we're doing is going back to our game protagonist's origin story and maybe exploring a plotline that we didn't really explore in the actual game. We meet our protagonist when he first becomes a trainee for the Empire's sort of police force, and through a series of some really stressful occurrences and really unfortunate coincidences, he ends up on the hunt for this other kid who has accidentally ended up with the rebellion. This is not the most original storytelling technique to follow 2 different perspectives, but I do feel like it adds some nice interest and tension to this plotline. Both sides are so well developed, in fact, that I thought that this game must start off with something like an Imperial versus Stormcloak kind of decision, but after looking at the list of playable characters, it doesn't look like that's the case. It looks like they're creating narratives specifically for the adaptation, and I really appreciate that. Also, the music is pretty epic, so I'm thinking that they borrowed some of the themes from the game franchise. So, is it worthwhile? I think that if you like dark fantasy, you might like this one. It's not doing so hot on Mal, despite being one of the better game adaptations I've seen. So that really surprises me. I thought that if you were a fan of the game, you would be completely raving about this. So I don't know, actual fans of the game, if you're out there, did they just completely rewrite the game lore or something? Now, having said all of that, I'm actually not feeling this one, you guys. There were some really strong scenes in this show, and I was really not okay with the abuse depicted in episode 4. On top of that, I didn't really connect to any of the characters, and unlike Akudama Drive this season, there's no element of fun here, so there's nothing to distract me from all of the stressful things that just keep happening one after the other. I mean, I don't need another reminder that awful things just happen to good people. And on that depressing note, I'll catch you in the next video. Ooh, I don't know if I like the captain. Yeah, that captain's a little crazy. Boy, that captain's a creepy one. Really not liking the good guys. Yeah, that captain's freaking creepy, man. They got a good voice actor too. Oh, I really don't like that guy. Oh, that's right, he's got a little sister. Oh, crap.